Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. This is Mr. Banana Clips channel, and here today we're going to talk about the armor of God. More specifically, the shield of faith. As you can see, it's Minecraft Mondays, and what are we on? Minecraft, of course. So, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Sometimes you gotta say like, don't speak for a minute, close your eyes, let it be and say like, it ain't all about what you sing, it's the moments in between. Sometimes you gotta say like,
what y'all know about that, boy? You don't know nothing.
don't speak
You
for
don't know
a
nothing
minute,
about that. Say like,
let it be and say like, it ain't all about what you sing, it's the moments in between. Sometimes you gotta say like until the rain, somewhere that they cannot locate.
who know what Selah mean? Selah is in Psalms. David used to write that joint, right? It's basically like when you say something deep and then you just stop, right? You just pause and you think about it because it was that deep. That's what Selah mean. You understand? So it's like if I go, I mean, I can't think of nothing deep right now. I probably can't think of something deep, like one of the mysteries of God, right? If I go, okay, here, I ain't gonna give you all that yet. And actually, I can give you all that. Sorry. So if I go, I'm more gifted than God. Selah. Right? Then I don't say nothing, and then now you thinking about it now. You like, wait, what? Hold on, I don't know what this man talking about. I don't know what he talking about. And then if you was tapped in to the spirit, you understand, you'll be able to pick it up. So basically with that, so think about it like this. I'm the gift, I receive gifts. Everybody receive gifts, right? From the Lord. But how many gifts do God get? You understand? God gives more gifts than he, God can give more gifts than he receives. So that means we're more gifted. Like, some of y'all ain't gonna get it. You might not listen. We're gonna leave it like that. If you want to comment about it, write it in the comments. Let's get back to this Minecraft Mondays. All right, so we got a few saves here. We're gonna go ahead and start up a new one, and we're gonna use this first one. I like this actions and stuff. So we're gonna go with that one, and we're gonna try to see what kind of packs we can add. I'm gonna go ahead and use my mouse right now. It's a little bit quicker. I'm gonna go hardcore. Always go hardcore. You understand? Because the thing is, it's like, if you're not going hardcore, what are you doing? Playing around, thinking you can come back from the dead? No. Once you die, you die. That's it. So we need this, so we can get some grass. I'm just hurry up and add some of these real quick. I don't think I can add this one though. Oh yeah, it's RTX pack. Alright. Essential, obviously, it's essential. We need that. We're gonna need this. Need this. Definitely need that backpack. Difficulty brutal. You thought hardcore was hard? No. We stepping it up a notch. We might as well put this in. Why not? Come on. What else? We don't really need to add like everything because it's like OD. Like it's not necessary. I'm gonna add this. Some of them I wanna add, but number one is it might be unstable. Number two, if you don't last that long, it's pointless. Like if you don't last more than like 3 days, some of these are pointless. So if we die in the first day, like, you understand? Alright, so oh wow, we got 13. That's a lot. We're gonna keep it like that. It's all good. Boom. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. Now, today we're gonna talk about the shield of faith. What is, first of all, shield of faith is a part of what's called the armor of God. Okay, the armor of God is what you put on in the spirit. Okay, and matter of fact, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up real quick. Let's go ahead and pull that joint right here, cause I'm gonna put it on the screen for y'all. Oh, this is important too, especially today. Let me go ahead and switch the screen up. Sometimes you gotta say that. Yeah. Don't speak for a minute, settle down, let it breathe and say that. Yeah, yeah. Gotta say that. Alright, here we go. Bible app. Boom, just like that. And we're going to. Oh dang, why is it? Sorry, y'all. This is my second time streaming. Alright, so don't kill me, please. Please don't kill me. We're gonna get it together though. Don't worry, don't worry. We're gonna get it together. I'm looking for the setting to fix the dang screen. I know y'all can't see the whole thing. Let's try this. Who know how to use OBS? Type it in the comments. I don't know why it comes in like that. Why can't it just be by default just fixed? You feel what I mean? Like, don't make no sense. I had it earlier. Oh. I got it. Might. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Let's try this. That's not even working. Canvas? No. Screw it. We're taking up too much time. Listen. It says. Actually. I think I can just do like this. There we go. Now y'all can see it. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Now, as y'all can see, this is Geneva Bible, Ephesians 6:9-17. This is the old Bible. This is like older than King James. That's why I use it. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, and against the worldly governors, the princes of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness which are in high places. Now you notice that nowhere did it say against the foot soldiers, against the minions, against. We're gonna go ahead and pause the game right quick while we're talking about this. Which one? We're gonna go with builders. We'll go build against the sidekick. No, each one of these is what can be defined as one of the heavy hitters, the big boss, the big homies. You understand? The wise men. Depending on what culture you in, right? Italians is wise men. Cali is the big homie. You understand? So, boom. It's governors. That's government officials. Princes. Those are rulers. Spiritual wickedness, which is in high places. Now, I really shouldn't have to go too far into that because you can see for yourself. Just look around the world. If you've been on the world longer than 5 years, you will see wickedness in high places. So for this cause, take unto you the whole armor of God, that you may be able to resist in the evil day, and having finished all things, Stand fast. Now, we just now getting started. Okay? The whole armor. First of all, because some people, man, listen. Some people like to take bits and pieces and be like, oh, I'm good. Point, example. Salvation. People go, oh, I'm saved. I'm good. Okay, you got the helmet, but what happens when you get that body shot? What happens when you get that heart shot? You understand? What happens when they run up on you, right? You got the helmet. Helmet ain't gonna do nothing good for you when somebody run up on you. It might prevent you from getting the headshot, the one shot. You understand? One shot wonder to do it, but it's only gonna take you so far. Okay, so that's why you need the whole armor of God, that you may be able to resist in the evil day. Not an evil day might come, you might get an evil day. No, you will resist in the evil day. Meaning, the evil day is going to come. It's inevitable. Okay? It's inevitable. What is an evil day? An evil day is like one of them bad days. You understand? Tired, flat. But before that, you woke up late. Before that, you freaking dropped your cereal in the dang mud. You understand? You got in a car, that joint didn't start up because it was cold outside. Okay? And you getting through all that. And now, if you had discernment, you would have been like, oh, nah, this ain't it. I would have went right back. Whatever was supposed to be planned, we going back to sleep. But if you didn't have discernment, you just thought, oh, that's just a coincidence. Day's gonna get better. You didn't know that was the evil day. Okay, and if you're not careful, it can take you down. That's why we need the armor. So let's talk about the armor of God. What is the armor of God? What are we talking about? What are we putting on? Stand therefore, and your loins girded about with verity, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace, and above all, listen, above all, I don't know if y'all understand me, take up the shield of faith. If it say above all, that means you got to pay attention. Wherewith you may quench all the fiery darts, of the wicked. So now this, you quench all the fiery darts. Man, you got to catch it. Okay? Pick up what we putting down here. How can I scroll? I need to scroll. Where's my Bible at? Oh my goodness. Okay. We are scrolling now. Stand above all. Take the shield of faith, wherewith you may quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. And take this helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. So we have loins girded. If you don't know what that means, what is that noise? I think my cat's trying to get out the room, y'all. Like, take a break. Bruh, what are you doing? She right there. Chill out. Anyways, so if you don't know what girding your loins, that's basically putting on a belt. Okay, so back in the day, girding your loins, look, nowadays we have what's called the tighty whities, the skibbies, the underwears, you understand? Before everything was streamlined, right? You got department stores and all that. You had to get something to wrap yourself up with. That was called girding your loins. You can't just be swinging everywhere. You understand? And this was for soldiers, because obviously women wasn't going to battle. Okay, so they didn't need to gird nothing. But it's the belt, the stuff that holds you in place. Okay, it's your pants basically. But everybody didn't wear pants, okay? Because if it's hot, y'all seen them gladiator movies? They got like a little skirt thing, whatever. Boom, you understand? But that's all you needed. We know that y'all understand. It's a belt, all right? It holds you up. Or in the modern day, they call it a belt. It wasn't a belt, but they call it a belt because it holds you up. Okay, that's like the family friendly version, I guess. And the breastplate of righteousness. That's your bulletproof vest. You understand? Y'all know what that is. Your breastplate. That's your plates. You got the 3-plate vest. If y'all play Call of Duty, you need the 3 plates. If you got the beefy ones, you get the 2 plates. Righteousness. Feet. So your shoes. That's the only thing you put on your feet. Boots, whatever you want to call it. Of peace. Shield of faith. Helmet of salvation. Sword of the spirit. So out of all of those, which one y'all think we start with? Shield of faith. So let's get into this Minecraft right now. So now that we know, above all, we need our shield of faith, we're going to go ahead and try to find us a shield. So let's start it up. Alright. Now, before we start it up, I'm going to go ahead and change some of these settings. I'm going to probably change 2 settings. Oh, did I? Yeah. So I'm going to change this because it allows me to know. Well, turn the ambience up. Mic check, mic check. Turn this on. Save changes. Dang, I didn't do sound check beforehand, so if it sounds bad, I'm sorry, y'all. Please don't kill me. Okay. And then I'm gonna change these settings. Leave, and I'm gonna get rid of these books. All right, so boom, where are we at? Oh, this looking like a little nice kind of place. So let's go ahead and get us some. You know, if you play Minecraft, you know, first thing we gotta do is get us some wood. Now the question is, what kind of wood? I don't like to just grab any random wood. I like to. Bro, is this a basket? I like to grab wood that's like. Oh, there we go. We got some water here. We got some water. So I like to be close to the lake, close to the water source, somehow. Ooh. Yep, like that. And I don't like to. I like to have my wood consistent. Because if I'm. Oh, this is nice. Because if I'm building, right, I want my stuff to be. I don't want it to be random. So looks like we're gonna go with birch today. We got to go with some birch. And I do have 512 pixel pack on right now, so that's why the textures look like this. If you're wondering, we only need 3 woods, so we're gonna get the wood. We're gonna get our planks. We're gonna get some sticks. We're gonna get our crafting table. And we're gonna craft us up. Hey, guess what? A shield. Boom. Just like that. Alright, now we got our shield of faith. But what is faith? Faith is the evidence of things hoped for. Hold on. Let's not stress it and guess it. Let's go ahead and pull it up. Faith verse. Hold on. Faith definition verse. Hebrews 11:1. That should be easy to remember, to be honest. Hebrews 11:1. So let's go ahead and pull the Bible back out. Boom. And we're going to go to Hebrews. Somewhere. Boom. 11:1. This is just the footnotes. If you're new to reading the Bible, I would suggest that you don't read these. The reason is because, yes, the Bible, the entire Bible is written by people, obviously, right? Inspired by God. But the main parts of the Bible went through a rigorous process to be accepted. These footnotes sometimes can just be John the farmer who decided to write another version of the Bible and put his 2 cents in. Okay? It's usually not that egregious, right? It's probably somebody that did some study, but the problem is just because somebody did study doesn't mean that they got their inspiration from the Spirit. So sometimes you can run into some footnotes that are BS, for lack of better terms, and sometimes they're not BS, but sometimes they're in between. Okay, and the problem is, it's not the inspired word of God, so you shouldn't treat it as such. You shouldn't treat it like, oh, that's the word of law. You understand? Because you might get yourself jacked up. So take these with a grain of salt. I personally just avoid it altogether. I'm not reading it. So now, sorry for doing all that, but 11:1. Now, faith is no. We need a good version. We need the OG version. This is I like this one better than King James. Is that 1599? But King James, we need the OG on this one. Here we go. Now, faith is. Oh crap! What the heck? I didn't know I could screenshot with my controller. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Okay? That's faith. It's the substance of things hoped for. So what does that mean? Well, first off, you got to start with hope. So you hope for something. And everybody hopes, right? I hope I have a good birthday. I hope I don't die on Minecraft in the first day. I hope that all is well with family and everyone watching this video. Hope. Now, you can't just hope and call it a day. You need substance in order for it to turn into faith. So, I hope all is well, but if all I do is hope, I have no faith. If I hope and I pray, now I'm doing something about it. Not only do I hope that you're well, now I'm praying that you're well to ensure that my hope comes to fruition. And it hasn't happened yet, but now I have faith that it will happen because of what I've done to contribute to it. That's faith. Okay? Bruh, there's a freaking bug in here, bruh. It's one of them pincer bugs, bruh. The problem is they've been everywhere. I'm gonna text the little homie. I'm gonna text the little homie to come, take care of that. So, another example. You don't check your family. Okay, so if somebody lives in your house, your friend, roommate, mom, dad, brother, sister, wife, whoever lives in your house, you don't check their pockets every day before you go to sleep to find out, do they have a weapon in there? Are they going to stab you when you're asleep? Right? You hope that they don't stab you when you're asleep. Let me send this text real quick. I gotta put the actual number. And I'm gonna type with extra caps. There's a bug in here. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. And shock face. shock value. Alright, so you hope they don't stab you to death when you're sleeping. But what is the substance of that? You go to sleep. So you're hoping that they don't stab you, and you go to sleep without checking it because you hope that you don't have to check. So that's faith. You have faith that somebody's not going to come stab you in your sleep. That's why you didn't check. You chose not to check their pockets before you went to sleep. That's faith. It's the evidence of things unseen. Before something happens, it's not seen. If you hope you win the lottery, you can't hope that you win a lottery and don't play the lotto and not buy a lottery ticket. Buying a lottery ticket is an act of faith. Now, I'm not telling y'all to go buy a lottery ticket. Understand that's demonic. Do not go buy no lottery tickets. Please. You hope that you win a lottery. This is just an example. You hope you win a lottery. You can't win unless you buy the ticket. So once you, the act of buying the ticket is you putting your faith in that lottery, Now you have faith that you will win. You haven't won yet. So it's unseen. It's unseen evidence. It's the evidence, it's unseen. Buying the ticket is the evidence. Once you bought the ticket, there's a receipt that says you did it. Receipts. Faith comes with receipts. You can't say you have faith and there's no receipts. You can't say I'm a person of faith, but nobody sees anything faith worthy. You haven't done anything. You haven't said anything. You haven't acted in a way that determines that you have faith. And there's no receipts to back it up where you claim. Faith comes with receipts. So faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. The evidence is the receipt. The unseen is the $1 million coming down the road that you have faith for. Understand, right? That's easy money. Now, let's get back to this Minecraft. Now we got our shield of faith. Now, our shield of faith is going to block any incoming damages that wants to try to take us down. Okay? And we have faith. Once we have our shield, then it's going to block the tricks of the enemy. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and pull that up. Let's go ahead and pull that up. We're going to pull that up right now. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Oh, we just read it. Above all, take the shield of faith. I gotta get this brother out of here because I can't be getting distracted. Take a break. Alright, I'm gonna play some music while we doing it right now.
Sometimes you gotta say loud. Don't speak for a minute, close your eyes, let it be and say loud. It ain't all about what you sing, it's the moments in between. Sometimes you gotta say loud. Don't speak for a minute, close your eyes, let it be and say loud. Somebody It's healing in the waves, why they call it patience. Sometimes you gotta say loud. Don't speak for a minute, close your eyes, let it be and say loud. It ain't all about what you sing, it's the moments in between. Sometimes you gotta say loud. If I got a problem, I'm talking to Jesus, not ChatGPT. Whoa. All of these people, they speak on my name, but they do not know me. No, I wish them well. I pray they know it as well. I pray they get off their cells and get out their cells and break out their cells till every cell starts moving in unison, giving them praise. Open that book, do what it says.
See, y'all non-Christians, listen, non-Christians be worried about getting copyright strike and all this bad. Listen, if we spreading the word, look, if I release a song and you put it in your video, if I release a video and you put it in your video, I'm not gonna be mad. If I'm spitting that fact, if I'm spitting that truth, but if I'm just putting out BS just to make money, of course I'm gonna be salty.
Don't speak for a minute, close your eyes, let it be and say loud.
Alright, we back.
It ain't all about what you sing, it's the moments in between. Sometimes you gotta say loud.
Sometimes it's the moments in between. Okay, so hopefully you took that time in between to say a lot, to stop and think. I'm not paranoid, y'all. I'm just trying to stay on my toes. There's some water that I brought while I was taking a break. Alright. So boom. We got our shield of faith. We're gonna get it cracking. We had 30 minutes. Good time. We got good time. We halfway there. So let's go ahead and try to make us some fortifications before the enemy shows up. Because remember, that evil day is inevitable. Okay? We need to be prepared for that evil day. And that's where stewardship comes in. So we're going to be good stewards of our time. And we are going to gather in season. We're going to gather in season. We're not going to stand idly by, lazy, and foolish. Oh, damn. I'm getting oak. I was supposed to get birch only. This is a really nice area, too. Let's go ahead and get these birch trees before. Now, the wise man sharpens his axe. He who does not sharpen his axe has to work 10 times harder. So, you know what we want to do? You heard it. Boom. Upgrade. Just like that. And I need to make sure my shield is first. And yeah. And boom. Quicker. And we can take a lot more tree wood before that evil day, which will come. Alright, let's try to focus on some birch here. So I'm just gonna shut up for a minute and play some. What did I say?
Don't speak for a minute, close your eyes, let it be and say loud. It ain't all about what you sing, it's the moments in between. Sometimes you gotta say loud. Sometimes you gotta say loud.
That makes me think of
Look.
the Lord is my
The
shepherd,
enemy.
I
The
shall not
enemy.
want.
But guess
He
what?
makes me lie down
I'm
in
an
green
anointed
pastures. He leads
You
me beside
can't
still
reach.
waters.
I got my shield of faith. Matter of fact, I know that I have faith, and I know that it's working, because I have declared you can't reach me, and know Frank ain't about that life. I mean, Frank's not, you know. Frank is the homie, bro. Forrest Frank, if y'all don't know, that's he made that song. So he got a lot of hits, so I know he not gonna copyright. What is this? I'm just gonna get some of these birch. Just get some of these birch before the enemy shows up. By the way, guys, if you want to learn more about what I'm telling you right now, go ahead and join the link in the description on School, where you teach everything. If you just like type in like, oh, I'm not really trying to watch Minecraft for 50 minutes, right? You just want the, alright, our axe broke, so now we got enough birch. If you know, not trying to wait and all that kind of stuff, you just want it right away. But if you like watching Minecraft videos, stick around. You understand? We gonna get it cracking. Get you a nice little word in while watching some modded Minecraft on a Monday or whatever day it is when you watch this. Alright, gang. Now, what is in our hand? Wheat seeds. We gotta think quickly here because the enemy will show their ugly face. I need some of these bad boys. Let's get some more sticks in your thing. Let's get okay. Oh dang, what time is it? It's getting late. I need a hammer. Sun's going down. We gotta hurry, guys. That's why they call it patience. No, I wanna go back to that waterfall area. That was my spot. It's getting dark, it's getting dark, it's getting dark. Don't panic, don't panic. I remember jumping across the river like that, so it's gotta be over here. There it is. There it is, okay. Right here, look. We're gonna set up right here. That's why they call it patience. Okay, let me try to do this before it gets too dark to see. I'm going to create this guy. And there it is, there it is. This guy. And dang, I can't see now. Since we have a lot of wood, where's my wood? Birch. Let me put some here. And then we're gonna use our furnace hammer. Get that cracking. Can't see, but we have faith that we did the right thing. And there it is. We got our torches. Boom. Let there be light. And there was light. Alrighty then. So we're just gonna go ahead and, you know, let me get a better hammer. By doing this. Oh no, did I do it wrong? Nope, I did not do it wrong. I did it right. Okay. I'm starting to feel thirsty. Stone hammer. There we go. So I'm a builder, y'all. I'm on one of those. There's different types of Minecraft players. Okay. Me, I'm a builder. You got some, they just like to speed run. Ooh, they're chicken. He's running up on me. Some like to explore, right? And you might have seen it, right, at the beginning when I picked my class. Where's my class? Pretty sure I picked builder. Settings, change class. Builder class, baby. Some people survive. Some people just like to go out killing zombies, mining. Some people mine. That's Minecraft. Yeah, got plenty of classes here. I'm going with builder. So boom. So you're gonna. I used to do architecture and interior design. So that's why it's just ingrained in me, I think. And I do want to get some glass before somebody tries to pull up on me. See if I can find some sand. Oh my goodness. You're sucking me down. Okay, this looks like sand. I can't see. Let's try for this sand right here. Hopefully it doesn't all fall down. Alright, we got us some glass. Let's see. So we're still waiting for that evil day. Right now we're fine. Right now we are building under God's grace. Let's see. Take another one of these bad boys. Now it's on and popping. Get our little door set up. Well, you know we can't just have the doors. Matter of fact, let me get one of these before I dehydrate. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. But like I was saying, we can't just have a door. We gotta have it. Stone? Oak? What's our birch? Told y'all we're not gonna just have some tacky stuff out here. We don't need dirt. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Healing in a way. That's why they call it patience. Sometimes you gotta say that. I might make a song one of these days, but don't hate on me though. Don't hate on your boy. Where is my birch? Here we go. We got a little bit too much stuff here. That's called favor. The blessings of Christ. I went to church today. We talked about favor. So, matter of fact, while we're waiting for that evil day, let me tell y'all about favor. The difference between favor and grace. Okay. First of all, what is favor? What is grace? Grace is not getting what you deserve. Okay. Or no. Grace is getting what you don't deserve. The opposite of that is mercy, which is not getting what you do deserve. Okay. So let's say you don't deserve $1 million because all your life you just slept your whole life. You just laid in a bed all day, every day. But somebody decided, you know what? Let me give you $1 million. That's grace. You didn't do anything to deserve it. As a matter of fact, you don't deserve it, regardless of what you did do. And because of that, that person that decided to bless you gave you grace. Now, I'm not about to start preaching right now because that's the whole, MO of Christ the Lord. He gave us grace. Oh, dang, I made an oak. I should have made a birch. Okay. That's what he did. Oh, no, there's no ground out here. No, this is too close. No, it's too close for comfort. Anyway, that's why they call it patience. Sometimes you gotta say that. Okay, so that's grace. Whereas favor, then what is favor then? Because it sounds kind of similar. Let me get a place to put all these knickknacks before they disappear. It seems like it would be the same thing, right? Grace, you get something that you don't deserve. Favor, you do too, but the difference is why. Okay? Favor comes when you're okay. Let's explain it like this. Let's say your parents, right, and you have some siblings, brother or sister, whatever. But you're the favorite. You're their favorite. They like you more than they like the other for whatever reason, right? You're the only one to actually listen, or I don't know, you look better, you have a better attitude, whatever. Or because you're the ugly one. They have pity on you, so you're their favorite. It don't matter what the reason is, you're the favorite. Now, because you're the favorite, guess what? You're getting favored. You're getting favored not because you deserve it, and it's not like you don't deserve it. But the fact of the matter is, you are getting favored because they decided to favor you. That's all it is. Favor is just somebody decided to favor you. Not because you did anything, but because somebody decided that's what they want to do. Okay? Now, with that being said, the Lord favors. He don't favor everybody now. Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted, because a lot of people be like, oh, I'm blessed and highly favored. Okay, says who? Now, here's the thing too. The Lord loves everybody, alright? So don't try to think like I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? But let's put it like this. The chosen people are favored. That's why they're called chosen. Okay? He favored them, not for any other reason than that's what he decided to do. He decided this is going to be my favorite. It's like if you watch sports, you decide who's your favorite team. Not because of anything other than what you chose. You chose. They didn't convince you that that's going to be your favorite team. You chose it. Okay? And that, now the reason you chose, if you chose, for whatever reason you chose, because they win a lot, because they live in your city, whatever, because you like the colors, don't really matter. You chose that, and that's your favorite team. So they're going to get preferential treatment, favorable treatment over the other teams. Okay? Because that's your favorite. Whereas grace is not really designated to favorites. You can get grace and not be a favorite. Okay? So let's say there's a robber, right? There's a robber, and he robbed the bank, and you're the judge, and you decided not to give him life in prison not because he's your favorite. Okay? Because you decide to have grace and you feel bad for him for whatever reason. But it's not because if you see him again, you're not going to treat him the same way. That could be a one-off shoot. Whereas favor is like, it's always favor. I don't know if you're getting it. Okay. So that's favor. That's the difference between favor and grace. Don't get it twisted. Everybody can be graced, and everybody is graced by the cross movement. Okay. But everybody's not favored. David, Daniel, Moses, and them some favorite cats. You understand? David was a man of God's own heart. That's favor. Solomon actually was favored too, not because of anything he did, because his dad was favored. So God said, you know what? This man is so good, I'm going to make sure his kid's good, even though his kid out here acting up. But he was still favored, and he was favored for his whole life. It's not a one-off thing. So boom. Looks like we survived the first date. No evil day. I mean, we got a nice little spot here. I don't think anything's going to get us out here. So what we're going to do now is we are going to put these away. And we need the sticks though. We need the cobblestone. Let's go get us some more stuff. And actually, I think that's all we got time for today. So, shield of faith, y'all. You understand? You gotta have faith. Okay? The faith is going to keep all the darts of the enemy away from you. And before we go, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my shield. Because this right here, this is faith as a mustard seed. But we don't want the bare minimum. We don't do bare minimum over here. Alright? We want big faith. It's called a gift of faith for a reason. Some people have faith. Some people are faithless. Some people have faith the size of a mustard seed, but some people have big faith. Now, if you want big faith, then the thing about big faith is that's actually is a gift. So it's not anything you did. This is what people get. Sometimes people might have pride about, oh, I got a lot of faith. I'm faithful. But what you don't understand is faith is a gift. Big faith is a gift. Regular faith is a choice. Big faith, crazy faith, miracle moving faith, that's gifted, bruh. Anyways, we got our stone shield faith level 1 upgrade. Stone shield faith level 2, we're going to max out too. Get this faith level 3, faith 4, and faith 5. Now can't nobody tell us nothing. And the thing about the big faith, the little faith can block all enemy darts, but the big faith can block all enemy darts in more places at more times than once. Okay, in more areas. So that's what we got. All right. So make sure y'all have faith. You need faith to block the arrows of the enemy. Above all else, have faith. That's all we got time for. It's the Clips gang in the building. And we out.
Sometimes you gotta say lies. Don't speak for a minute. Close your eyes, let it be and say lies. It ain't all about what you sing, it's the moments in between. Sometimes you gotta say lies. Don't speak for a minute. Close your eyes, let it be and say lies. Somewhere that they cannot locate. Came in the woods. you gotta say